Look for us on CBS Sports Spectacular NFL Cheerleader Classic. Go Rams!
The happy smile of a Rams cheerleader. They're leading 10-3, and a reminder that cheerleader competition on the new look CBS Sports Spectacular, January the 6th. Robert Miller will go deep, and Frank Corral with a great leg. We told you he is third in the league in touchbacks, kicking off.
I've seen him kick the ball right out of the end zone. His leg is that strong.
Robert Miller will be deep. On his right is Brent McClanahan. In fact, McClanahan goes to the left side this time. And Washington, Harry Washington, is on his right. Washington 80 and McClanahan 33.
Yes, Corral represented a change in your philosophy. In other words, you went with his talent even though he was young.
He was an exceptional rookie because he had such tremendous poise, Jim, and he's a good individual, good personal habits.
He's a rookie out of UCLA, out of Chihuahua, Mexico.
He's one of the reasons their kicking game has improved so much this year.
However, wouldn't you say that with all of his points, that's also an insight that the Ram offense has not been that strong?
Yes, exactly.
The kick to Robert Miller at the 4, to the 15, to the 20. Miller to the 25, and upended at the last minute by Larry Marshall, number 44, who brought him down. So the Vikings, with 4 minutes and 15 seconds to go in the half, down 10-3 to Los Angeles, but the Vikings are playing very well. They've been practicing since the day after Christmas in Tucson.
That kickoff return team in the games we have seen have not given the offense in Tarkman good field position. They very seldom get the ball out past the 25-yard line.
Which is where it is now, 1st and 10, and we'll see what Tarkman can do. Ricky Young is on a wing. Foreman will come out of the backfield, and Tarkman trying to set up a screen to Foreman, and he dropped it. And I think one reason he dropped it was number 79, Mike Fanning. Thomas is going to run it for the exercise.
He knew there was someone right there, and
it was wise to drop it, actually.
Yeah,
not lose the yard.
Yeah, they didn't fool the Rams at all in that screen. They were waiting for him.
Mike Fanning, who was giving him a bad time, as you look at Tarkenton, is a first-round draft choice who weighs in at 260, so you better to give him a good look.
Betty, in a game like this, you use your nickel defense, 5 defensive backs, maybe 30 times, because you're playing pass defense the whole ball game. You're not worried about the run.
Well, that's an excellent point, Coach.
2nd and 10 on the 26th of the Vikings. Rashad goes wide left, White right, Tucker in a slot, and Young on a wing. And it's Foreman. And Foreman is stopped right about at the line of scrimmage. And the fellow who met him head-on is Jim Youngblood. Youngblood tried to take the ball away from him. Jack Youngblood finally came in, but it was Jim, number 53. They're no relation. He's the one who made the tackle.
Jim Youngblood, 53, is having an outstanding year.
And is not going to the Pro Bowl.
No,
he do not understand that.
He's a studious player, works hard in practice, doesn't make mistakes, goes all out. Just a tremendous season.
Well, you can see about the Minnesota lack of a running game. They give it to somebody, and what a price he saved.
That brings me to this point. Then why wouldn't, as a coach, you use Isaiah Robinson much more this week?
Well, he's been in there these last 2 downs, Jim, and probably will be.
3rd and 10 on the Viking 26. Foreman and Young stay in the backfield now as they go slot left. Targeting with Jack Youngblood trying to get at him. A wobbler to Ricky Young, and he brings it down at the 45-yard line. Young, who caught 88 passes this year, was wide open at the 45. Take a look at Isaiah Robertson on this play.
Isaiah's dogging from an odd man line. He goes right up the gut. We happen to call that 54 Buckeye. And Tarkenton splits the team to Ricky Young.
It's a good play by Chuck Foreman to pick up the dog. It was Foreman's block that made the pass succeed.
When you play, that's very difficult because you really got to know your assignments on dogs.
1st and 10 on the Viking 46. Here goes Chuck Foreman trying to spin for a hole. That was a strange run because he turned his back on the line of scrimmage.
You're really looking at things today, Vinny. Now, I looked at it, I saw it, and I understood it. Now I'll explain it to you.
Now, why is he going to turn his back?
Chuck has been hurt. He's got a bad knee and a bad ankle. He's been taking a lot of blows. He's a little tentative. And that would normally be an offensive spin. But now it's a defensive move, so he won't get hurt.
They just took out Reynolds and Brzezinski, got Isaiah and Cromwell in.
Looking pass on the 48. 2nd and 8. Tarkenton Youngblood, and Cody Jones throws behind Foreman. And Foreman appeared to be slightly confused, as if I didn't expect that play my way. Meanwhile, Tarkenton was passing for his life. Watch this heat by Cody Jones and Jack Youngblood among others.
Here's a good rush by Cody Jones and Jack Youngblood and what we call a delivery sack.
Cody really put it to him.
Foreman's out now.
So it is a 3rd and 8 from the Viking 48. Remember, they started on their own 25 on the return by Robert Miller. 2:12 to go to the half. 10-3 Los Angeles. Rashad with White in a slot. Tucker wide left. Both backs go out, and the pass is low, and Tucker was going the other way. Well, defending was Nolan Cromwell, but the Vikings look very shaky for the moment as we look at the Ram linebackers.
What happened on this? They dogged. They went a safety blitz from the nickel defense. Vikings can't pick it up. Tarkenton had to just get rid of it or get sacked. He did the wise thing. No choice there.
Well, as Vinny said, Coach, both those plays looked as if the Vikings were confused.
Yeah, one pass to Foreman and that one to Tucker, and neither pass was close. Jackie Wallace goes deep. Remember, Wallace was a second-round draft choice by Minnesota back in '73, and Greg Coleman will be getting his cutoff from the 33, angling for the sidelines. It hits at the 19, and Wallace picks it up to the 25, to the 30, and brought down. McNeil and Craig making the tackle at the 32. They call him a wideout, George. Let's take a look at it.
The Rams have 2 men, and you need 2 to jam them. That's Allen. The ball was a line drive, and Wallace did the good thing. He picked it up on the first bounce.
2 minutes to go to the
return.
half.
Ford introduces a new wagon for the American road. The all-new LTD Country Squire for $79. A new wagon with more driver convenience, more handling ease, more window area, and more passenger room than last year's Country Squire.
This land is your land. This land is my land.
The all-new Ford LTD Country Squire for $79. See it at your Ford dealer now.
What am I here to see? Oh, Ace, go play outside. Sam, please turn that music down.
Now's the time. Put your head between a pair of realistic headphones from Radio Shack. Enter the private world of pure sound reproduction. And 10-foot cord allows freedom to get really comfortable. Price for comfort, too, just $14.95. The sale price realistic headphones. Only at Radio Shack. A Tandy company.
A minute and 58 to the half. The Rams leading 10-3 on a pass to Willie Miller and a 43-yard field goal by Frank Corral. The Vikings scored in the first quarter a 42-yard field goal by Rick Danmeyer. And the Rams now have it first and